Evening, YouTube. I went up to Salt Lake City, Utah. Before I made it there, I started pouring water out my reservoir. Started building too much pressure. So I took it up to Rush Peterbilt in Salt Lake City, Utah. Honestly, I didn't like the way they done, but I somewhat knew what was wrong with the truck. And head gasket, because now we are officially getting oil in the water, because it looks milky, or it's turning white, more or less. But when they told me that had a blowed head gasket, they wanted to know if they wanted me to, if I wanted them to take the head off and inspect it further. Told them no, don't, just wait. I said I've got to call the guy that I'm buying the truck from, because if y'all knew, probably not, because I don't know, I can't remember if I told it or not. When I bought this truck, it was already having problems. Guy was leased to with another truck. He bought it before he could even really get it on the road, blowed head gasket. So he had the motor rebuilt. Did a platinum rebuild kit on it. I got it when it finally got done. I got in it, because I had my daddy driving my other truck, so I was just driving one of his trucks, and he put me in this one because he said he wanted a driver that knew what he was doing in a rebuilt truck. Yeah, it's not lit. So I was like, yeah, I'll drive it. Sure will. Love a 379 Peterbilt. So I drove it. First time, motor went down. Blowed head gasket was at about 34,000 miles. And we took it to, so this would be the second time. The guy who built it the first time didn't do it right. Didn't do a counterbore on the block. Didn't mic it, make sure it was all level all the way across on each cylinder and all that. And so when he couldn't figure it out why it blowed a head gasket, he had took it to Freightliner. Freightliner figured it out, fixed it, or we thought. That's when we went 34,000 miles. Well, Freightliner said, there's a dealership in Texarkana, so that's basically about where I was at. So we had it towed over to Texarkana, Texas, to the Freightliner dealership over there. They tear it down and said they can't warranty it because Freightliner in Dallas did not do a counterbore. All they done was shimmed it. So they said they couldn't do it. And we took and had it towed all the way to Dallas. Dallas messed with it, said they fixed it. We made it 80,000 miles. It blowed the head gasket. He had it fixed again. But this time when he had it fixed, he said he was going to sell it. I opened my big mouth and said, well, if you're going to sell it, I'm going to buy it. On one condition. I want to watch them do a counterbore, mic it, everything, to prove to me that it's been counterbored. And I want to look at the head. Well, I looked at a head. I didn't know I was not looking at the head that was going on here. But yeah, he sold it to me. Finance guy said, yeah, I'll sell it to you. You pay for half of the rebuild. Okay, that was the first rebuild I'd done on it. And mind you, that's like the third one. And then November 2019, it started getting water going out the exhaust. Knew it was a head. Knew it was. I brought it home. My mechanic at home pulled the head off of it. I went and bought a brand new head. I was like, I'm not going to deal with it anymore. I'm going to buy a brand new head. So we bought a brand new head. Brand new cam. Everything that goes up top except for jake brakes. All new. And he pulled the head off, called me up and said, hey, you might want to come over here. Well, Freightliner put all used parts back into the block. So I basically bought another rebuilt kit, and my mechanic rebuilt it top to bottom, or bottom to top, but he rebuilt it. And yeah, he done a good job too. Run great for 80,000 miles. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. 80,000 miles again. It blows another head gasket. That pretty much tells me there's something wrong with the block. Not just a head. Not the parts. There's something wrong with the block. Well, on with the story of Friday. This is Saturday night. I'm in somewhere in New Mexico. About 40 miles outside Albuquerque, New Mexico. Oh. I quit them damn things. Get in shape. But anyway, called him up, told him what was going on, and just throw it out. It ain't gonna stay lit. Called him up, told him what was going on, told him I was not gonna spend the money or have it rebuilt again. I said, if we've got to do anything to it, let's buy a new block. New block, new head. Do it right. Just pull this whole motor out of this truck and put a whole new block, whole new motor. Well, let me talk to my brother. That's what he told me. It's like, okay. Well, he calls me back an hour later, and by this time I'm sitting at the truck stop because I told Peterbilt not to even mess with it. I said, something tells me he's not gonna, do anything. So, he calls me back and he goes, he said, we can't see throwing any more money into this truck. I said, I can't neither. I said, we're in pretty deep with this truck. I said, and it still ain't right. I said, so, I said, I don't want to rebuild this motor. I said, the best thing we can do is, like I said, put a new motor in it. Not rebuilt, don't rebuild this one, but put a new one in this truck. Well, if it's less than 20,000, then yeah, I'm all for that. And I just laughed. I said, you ain't buying one for 20,000, and I'm not putting a used motor in here neither. And he goes, well, I just don't think we can do it. And I said, well, are you going to help me try to get another truck? I said, because I'm still trying to make a living and still trying to make his payment on this truck. I said, so are you going to help me get another truck? No, we can't do that neither. So I hung up on him. And he knew I was in Salt Lake City, Utah. But what he don't know is I'll be in Dallas tomorrow. And, yeah. I'm not going to call him until Monday morning. I'm going to make a phone call to Clark, who I'm leased to. Talk to them. Let them know what's going on. And then I got to call the insurance woman with the other company that hit my truck. I've got to call them. And, cause she's hollering that she don't want to pay what Peterbilt did the estimate at. She's trying to say that you can fix that fender that he messed up. Well, I'm sorry. I don't have anything fixed, as in bondoed up, whatever. Your driver broke it, so pay for it. For a new one. These fenders ain't been on there that long. When you hit somebody, if somebody hits me, I don't expect, I'm not going to pay, to have it, excuse my French again, but have it half-assed fixed. I want it fixed right the first time. And she's fixing to hear that from me come Monday. And then after I get done talking to her, then I'm going to call Danny and I'm telling him where you want your truck. I'll call his bluff. He don't want to help? I'll give him the truck back. We'll go do something. I guess we'll get into flatbedding. My daddy works for a flatbed company. He's home every night. Brings home about $1,000 a week. I mean, works for me, because I won't have a truck payment then. But the guy told my daddy, hey, if man don't want to help him out and fix his truck, if he can't get his truck fixed, I'll buy him a truck and he can work for me. So there you go. Already got a job lined up. Ain't the job I want. I wanted to stay with Clark. I still do want to stay with Clark. So, I don't know. I like doing the shows, and when we got back into doing the concerts and the shows and stuff, I was going to kind of show y'all some of the things that we do when we're doing all that. Make videos on that, on us backing in, stuff like that. But something tells me I'm not going to be able to. And it breaks my heart, because I really enjoyed working with Clark. Clark is the best owner-operator company you could go with. Any of y'all are looking for a new home and don't mind being out a month at a time, maybe 2 months, if you're a lead driver, you stay with that concert show or theater show or Broadway show, And what I mean by that is like, The Lion King, Jersey Boys. I don't know if y'all know who them are. Wicked. Uh, uh, let's see what else. There's a bunch. I mean, trust me, there's a big list of them. People pay a lot of money to go see these shows, and we deliver them. We move them from town to town. And if you're a lead driver, that means you stay with that show all the time. And basically, a lead driver is just somebody who calls all the drivers, tells them what time to be at to be there to back into the dock and get unloaded. You have to be the one that makes sure that drivers are there on time, the right trailer's there when it's supposed to be. You always check your trailers, make sure all your trailers are good before they come back to pick them back up again, reload and leave, go to the next one. If it's not, you write it up, call Clark. Clark has send somebody right out there to fix it. But you never unload anything. They pay really good. And if you're there, your appointment's at, we'll just say 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're there until 1 o'clock at night, you getting paid from 5 o'clock in the afternoon to 1 o'clock in the morning. Because your appointment was at 5 p.m. and you didn't leave until 1 a.m., they're going to pay you for that. Every bit of it. No questions. As long as your lead driver writes down on his end that you were there at 5 and that you left at 1, and you write that down that you were there at 5 and you left at 1, you'll get paid for it. There'll be no calling you up. Hey, are you sure you were, there until 1? If you both are on the same page, then you get paid for it. If you're not a lead driver, you'll bounce around from show to show, move different shows, move different, they'll pay to move you. So, you get paid no matter what. And if you sit with a show all day for 2 days or whatever, helping out in some way, somehow, they pay you by the day. To sit with the show. So yeah, that's the reason why I didn't want to go nowhere. And they treat you like family. They don't treat you like a number. They don't treat you like a truck driver. They treat you like family. They say if our drivers unload your load and they get hurt, who's pulling your load? They don't want you to do anything. They want you to sit back, relax, and wait, and get paid for it. Best company I've ever worked for. And I really don't want to leave. I want to stay right there with them. And I hope I can. We'll know more Monday. I will let y'all know Monday. In the meantime, I'm going to bed. I'm getting up in the morning and be in Dallas by about 3, maybe 4 in the afternoon. I'll be in Granbury, Texas. I'm meeting Mom and Dad up there. I'm giving him his truck. It's getting, the water in the reservoirs turning white. It's not a good sign. So I'm meeting Mom and Dad in Granbury, Texas. We're going to spend the night there. Get up Monday morning, strip everything out of here that's mine. Taking my purple lights off. I don't care if he likes it or not. I'm taking them off anyway. They're mine. I paid for them. Hadn't decided yet whether I'm taking my side skirts off. I haven't. But if he helps me get another truck, then I hope it's the one I want. It'll have to be the one I want, or I don't want it. It's 2017 389 Peterbilt. 324-inch wheelbase, 120-inch ARI sleeper, shower, toilet combo, microwave, refrigerator, freezer, cabinets, table to eat on, table folds down, bed folds down, you got a bed. It's got 500,000 miles on it. It's a it's a IXS motor, Cummins motor, with an 18-speed in it. If he does it, then that's what we're going for. It's in Dallas, so I haven't really looked at it. I've seen pictures of it, and I'd really love to have it. I would save close to $500 a month on showers that I take a shower at truck stop. I'll save $500 a month on that. So, I mean, and I'll save on fuel because it's got a generator with it. And when you're stopped, you're not running your truck. You're running the generator. You'll be running the generator. So, I don't see nothing wrong with that. It'd pay for itself. But I'm going to bed. I got to get up early. Let y'all know Monday.